Hello everybody and welcome to our channel. My name is Robert and in this video I will show you everything you need to know about our Neve WordPress theme and how to use the latest version step by step. First, I will install the theme and show you how to import a ready-made website from our starter sites library. After that, I will edit some pages with Elementor to show you how easy it is to make Neve look as you want. The final step would be to customize things like the layout of my website, add new things to my header and footer, and slightly adjust the style to match the overall design. By the end of this video, you will understand what is the difference between Neve Pro and the free version, which you can easily install on your dashboard by searching Neve over here. The theme is also listed as one of the most popular WordPress themes, so you can find it in this tab. Just click Install and Activate. Then if I take a look at my homepage right now, the only thing I can see there is my old content or just the regular Hello World post, which comes as default with every new installation of WordPress. You can start using the power of Neve as it is right now and just play around with the options in the customizer, which I'll walk you through step by step a little bit later, so keep watching. For a new website, I would recommend using a free demo from our starter sites library under Neve options, which will give you access to complete websites you can import with just a couple of clicks. We've added a search form lately to make it easier for you to find what you need based on specific keywords like doctor, lawyer, travel, and so on. The starter sites, as the name suggests, come with everything you need to get started. Just pick your preferred page builder or use the default WordPress editor in this drop-down before picking a demo. Click Preview and then import the full website. I would like to use Elementor in this video, so I'll select it in this drop-down and pick the Doctors 2 demo, which is one of our latest creations. Let me click Preview to show you everything you get once this demo is imported. This is the homepage with 6 sections, where everything is customizable, and I'll show you how to add even more sections and elements. Pages available through the header menu will be created for you, and you just need to edit the content. The Book Appointment button in your header menu is a unique feature of the header builder of Neve, which I'll show you how to use through the customizer. Contact would be an important section on the home page too, and you can easily copy the section from your contact page and paste it as the last section on your home page. But I will show you how to do that once everything will be imported. So, let's go ahead and click Import for this demo. If you keep these buttons on, it will put together images, text, and everything you saw in the preview. Some of the images will not be imported though, but don't worry, you will be able to download them from our collection, which can be easily accessed through this link. The process will import and activate 2 important plugins: Elementor, which is the page builder used for editing existing pages and to create new content, and Orbit by Themile, which is a multi-purpose plugin filled with lots of useful features like social sharing, menu icons, template library, and many more. So, just click Import and wait until the process will finish installing plugins, importing content, customizer settings, and widgets. If finished successfully, these icons should turn green, and now you can go back to the sites library, view the website, or simply start adding your content. If you don't like this demo and want to replace it with another one in our sites library, you can reset WordPress and start over. Be aware to use the reset option only on websites that you don't worry about losing content. like the one I use in this video, which is made for testing purposes. To see how you can reset WordPress to its initial state, check out the link to the video in the description box below. By the way, if you want to learn a specific thing about Neve, you can use the timestamps I put in the description box and jump straight to the desired step anytime. Let's check out the look of my website compared to the way it was before importing this demo. If I reload the page in this tab, it should show up the home page of the Doctor 2 demo. So, here we are. This is the first thing people will see on my website, and if I want to change things like the image in the background of my first section, the background overlay, or anything else on this page, I need to click on Edit with Elementor above. Don't click Edit Page because it will launch the block editor of WordPress, and this demo is built with Elementor, so you won't see anything in that window. If you accidentally click Edit Page, don't worry, just click this blue Edit with Elementor button and you'll be back on track. Okay, so if you want to change the background image of the first section, you should click on the 6 dots over here that stands for Edit Section. Go to the Style tab and change this image in the background overlay settings. You can pick another image from your media library or upload a new one. Let me pick this one and click Insert Media. As you can see, the image in the background is different now, and you can play around with the settings. But let me delete this image first, so you can have a clear look at what is happening next. The background can be classic with a simple color, or you can use a gradient instead, video or slideshow. The nice thing about the slideshow feature is this Ken Burns effect. You can turn on after selecting some images. Now you can add a black or blue overlay below to make the text readable. You can add shadow to your text, change the color and typography over here, and drag over any available widget of Elementor. You are free to edit existing content or create new sections populated with new things like rating, counter, progress bar, and so on. Talking about new sections, I would like to open my contact page in a new window, which is also made with Elementor. Copy the entire Get in Touch section and paste it as a new section below Patient's testimonial. Cool. I think you understand how versatile Elementor is, and now you know how to use its power to create something unique for your business. The About page, Services, and Service Details are entirely created with Elementor. Only the blog page belongs to WordPress and contains articles that you will edit using the block editor. But if you want to change the layout of this page, the typography, some colors, the header and footer of your website, and other things like buttons, menus, and widgets, well, to do that, you need to access the customizer. The settings you change here will not affect content on the pages created with Elementor. Will only change things on pages and posts created with the block editor of WordPress, so remember that if you want to change the color or typography for these elements, you should open that page in a new tab, click Edit with Elementor, and go to the style settings of that element. Let me close this page and go back to the customizer. As a pro user of Neve, you get access to features like Header Booster, Blog Booster, and many other things that will enhance the user experience for you and your visitors. But I will compare some features with what you get as a free user in the following steps, so keep watching. Right here, You get access to 4 submenus under Layout Settings: Container Settings, Content and Sidebar, Blog and Archive, as well as settings for the single post layout. Let me go to the blog page and open the first article to show you what's happening if you change things around in the single post menu. As you can see, the order of your elements is title and meta, followed by the thumbnail, content, and so on. But if you want to change that, just click, hold your click, and drag the title below the thumbnail, for example. To enable post navigation, click on the eye over here, and if you want to disable things like tags, for example, simply turn them off like so. Let me go back to the blog page and show you what's happening if you play with the settings under the blog and archive menu. The first thing you will see here is the blog layout, which comes with 3 options. One of the best looks is the masonry style, which can display up to 4 columns as the grid layout. But this Hello World post without a featured image makes the blog page look ugly. So let me go back to my dashboard, go to Posts, All Posts, click Trash, then delete it permanently. Fast forward, I've added 3 more articles to give you a better look over the blog page when there is more content. So, let me go back to Customize, Layout, Blog and Archive Settings, and navigate to the blog page, which looks much better now. This is the excerpt, and you can adjust its length over here. Then you can switch the post pagination from number to infinite scroll. Change the post content order and turn off specific items. For a photography blog, you would turn off everything excepting the thumbnail, which will make visible only the featured image of your blog posts. If you want your thumbnails to pop out a little bit, add some shadow and turn on the Show Author Avatar if you want to display your avatar near the title and meta info. Turning back on the visibility of your title and meta, you get access to even more options for changing the meta order, and you can turn on things like category and date, which are turned off by default. Don't worry about the character size in your titles for now. I will show you how to adjust them in the Typography tab, so keep watching. One more thing before moving on is to show you again that you can change the order of your metadata as well as your post's content. In the Content and Sidebar Layout options, you can use Site-wide settings or turn on Advanced options, which will give you control over the position of your sidebar on Blog, Archive, Single Post, and other separately. It means that if I go to my blog page, for example, and switch to the left sidebar layout, it will show up the content in my sidebar on the left, like so. And I can adjust the width of my content with this cursor. Same things for the single post layout settings that can go to the right of my page, but it will contain the same widgets I'll show you how to customize under the Widgets menu. The other sidebar layout settings stand for pages created with the block editor of WordPress. One more thing left here is the container settings, which you can use to change the width of your container for desktop, tablet, and mobile view. And then you can set up contained or full width for the default container style, blog, and archive, as well as for single post. I do prefer the contained style, which can be slightly adjusted above, and you can see how it works on my blog page. Cool. Now click Publish and go to the header builder of Neve. This is probably One of the best WordPress header builders I've seen so far, which works without installing additional plugins. You can create up to 3 different sections that will show up in the header area of your website on each post and page. Pro users of Neve get access to even more features and components when they turn on the Header Booster module. And one of the best Pro features, I guess, is the conditional header builder, which means that you can create and display separate headers on your shop and blog page, for example. To edit my menu, I need to click on this pencil icon, go to Primary Menu and click the Edit Menu link over here. Remove unnecessary or duplicated elements like Home, Services, About and so on, and click Publish. You can add new items as well from your pages, as custom links, or from your posts, categories and tags. For a full WordPress menu tutorial, follow the recommended video above, or check out the link in the description box. Let's go back to the header builder. The Book Appointment button is this one over here, and you can edit the link, its text, and also the layout and style of this button over here. You can remove this button and create a new one like so, but remember that you can use it only once. If you want to use more buttons in your header area, get Neve Pro and turn on the Header Booster module, which will give you access to more features like sticky and transparent header. The background and style settings of my header main section appears in the left sidebar once I click on this gear icon over here. Then I can change the row height, text color and background, which could be color or image. If I switch to image, I can use a featured image. If set, upload a custom image and apply overlay color to match the section below. Let me show you an example of the header with the featured image turned on. If I go to blog post and turn on the Use Featured Image option, that image will show up in my header, and if I go to another blog post, the header image is different. Cool, right? What would you do next is to go to your primary menu and change the color of your items to something more visible. And you can adjust the typography settings as well, which could be different for tablets and mobile devices. The Header Booster section can contain a search form and a button, for example, or you can use a custom HTML element, which can be anything you want. As a pro user, you get access to components like social icons, contact, language switcher, multiple buttons, HTML, and more. In the end, your header area could look like this, but you are free to use your imagination to create something even better. And you can do that separately for mobile and desktop devices. To change the content of any component, click on that component over here. Or use the pencil icon which shows up at the bottom left of each component in the preview when hovering over. A nice feature in the logo and site identity component settings is that you can change the maximum width of your logo separately for desktop, tablet, and mobile. To set up a site icon, you need to upload a custom image over here, which will show up in browser tabs, bookmark bars, and within the WordPress mobile apps. Every component of your header builder is highly customizable by using the general, layout, and style settings. Let's go to the footer builder of Neve, which contains this copyright text as default. Above this, you can use components like footer menu, footer 1, 2, 3, and 4. You are free to use any WordPress widget available over here in these 4 components, like a calendar, an image gallery, a video, as well as simple text to display more things about your business in the footer area, which will show up on every page and post. And you can change the position of these components just by dragging them over the place you want to put them. To change the background color of the footer bottom section, click on this gear icon and go to the Style tab. The color right now is a dark shade of blue, but you can make it green, red, or whatever your choice might be. Alternatively, you can use a custom image with overlay color, and if you turn on the Use Featured Image option, it will show up the featured image of the post or page you navigate on. Cool! Let's see what we can do in the colors and background section of the customizer. As a free user, you can change 5 things here: link color on hover, text color, background, and you can set up an image as your background if you want that. In the typography settings, General, I can switch my font family from Open Sans to something like Roboto, which belongs to the Google Fonts collection. I can transform my text in this drop-down. Change the weight, size, line height, as well as the letter spacing over here. All these settings are available separately for desktop, tablet, and mobile devices, which is perfect for mobile-friendly websites. If you want to change the size of your titles that show up on the blog page, you must go to Headings and change the font size of H2, like so. The text size below belongs to the font size settings under General. I forgot to mention that as a pro user of Neve, you will be able to edit the Read More text and make it a button with a custom design. How cool is that? Talking about buttons, here is the place where you can adjust the look of your buttons. Buttons created with Elementor will not be affected, but all of your WordPress buttons will get the new color set here, as you can see on the button in your menu. Switch the style from field to outline. Change normal as well as the color on hover. Border radius, width, and padding for each style separately. The same settings are available for the secondary button too, which is the button that shows up as post comment below your posts. Read more, and so on. Under menus, you can create, manage, and delete everything in your WordPress navigation system. To create a new menu, click here, and if you just want to edit an existing menu, select that menu above. The location of an existing menu can be changed under View All Locations, which means that you can create a footer menu, for example, and select it in this drop-down to display it here, if the footer menu component is added in the footer builder. To use icons near your menu elements, exit the customizer, go to OrbitFox Settings, and turn on the Menu Icons module over here. Then go to Appearance, Menus, and use this plus button to insert custom icons near each element, like so. After saving your menu, it should look something like this on the front end. Widgets are pieces of content that show up on your blog page and near each article if turned on under Layout Settings, where you need to go to Content and Sidebar Settings. remove existing widgets like so, or add any available widgets over here. As default, your homepage settings are set to a static page, where home is the home page and blog would be your posts page. Sure, you can change them with custom pages or set it up as your latest posts if your website is just a blog. In additional CSS, you can adjust things that are not available through the customizer of Neve, if you know how to use custom CSS. But be careful with this, because it can break down your entire site if not used correctly. That's it. If you have questions, please leave a comment below and I will answer each of you guys. For more help, check out the documentation of Neve or contact our support team, link in the description box. Keep up the good work and stay tuned for new videos. Thanks.